Hey guys, Luke here. So, real quick before I get into this video, I think I'm just gonna make that part of my intro now because I just say it so often before my videos. But anyways, real quick, this video, I recorded it already and I was actually editing it for like a week, but the problem is the entire video was like 25 minutes long, and I know no one's gonna watch a 25-minute video of just me blabbing, so I'm re-recording it to sort of cut it down. Essentially, what happened was I got roasted by a feminist, but I mean, it kind of backfired a little bit because I roasted her pretty hardcore back. Now, I'm not really gonna add any screenshots. I'll show some just so I have proof that this actually happened, but I'm not gonna put all the screenshots because there's literally like 17,000, you guys can't see, but there's literally like 17,000 screenshots of our Facebook comments, so I don't really want to post all of them, especially because you guys won't be able to read them because they just scroll through so fast. So I'll post like the relevant ones, but that's just so that you guys know what happened. So essentially what happened was after Trump got his victory in the election, my dad posted a status on Facebook talking about how Hillary Clinton's conceding speech, I forgot what the word was, but like the speech that she said after losing, she talked about how we had to give Trump a chance because he was our only hope. Like, and he talked about how she was a hard worker and stuff like that, but how her speech was a little bit, you know, it was sort of half-assed, and it wasn't really something that she should have talked about. Now, I know some people will disagree and say that her speech was really moving and stuff. I mean, okay, I understand that, but it was sort of just like, I'm sorry that I lost more than anything else, which is, to me, not that great of a speech. But definitely, if you agree with me, let me know in the comments down below. Also, I don't really have a script for this video. I don't even have a direction for this video to go. All I have is the comments on my phone right now. So I'm gonna be going off the top. So, I mean, if this video is a little bit all around the place, then that's probably the reason why. So back onto the topic. My dad, he commented, or he posted on Facebook, he posted a status about how she was hardworking and stuff, and he actually complimented her quite a lot, even though he doesn't particularly like Hillary Clinton. He complimented her on her hard work, but said that her speech was a little bit half-assed. And out of the random safe space feminist cove, this chick comes out of nowhere and starts just flaming my dad about how he's a misogynist, he's sexist, and like, how could you support this crazy racist and stuff like that. My dad even used the word bitter in his post on Facebook, and he used it saying that her speech was a little bit bitter towards Trump, which is, I mean, okay, it was, but like, even if you don't think it was, like, whatever. So her response to the word bitter that my dad posted, she said that, indeed, so please don't judge her with hateful, sexist words like bitter, a word almost never applied to a man. Okay, first of all,
shut the fuck up. I will fucking laser you with alien fucking eyes and explode your fucking head. Shut the fuck up.
Yo, thanks, Kanye. And she goes on to talk about more of these stupid feminist beliefs and how she's the victim and blah 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 blah. Like, just completely calling my dad out for his post. Now, I'm gonna move over a little bit. I'm gonna put his status right over here so you guys can see it. It was not sexist, it was not racist, it was not directly misogynistic. He's not trying to say that she didn't get president because she's a female. All he was talking about was her speech was a little bit bitter, and I mean, a lot of people will agree with that and a lot of people won't, but I think we can all agree that he wasn't being a sexist. And bitter being a sexist word? What the frick, dude? So I responded to her comment talking about how like, why do you wake up every single morning wondering how you can be a professional victim today? Why is it that you need to just call out everyone on everything, calling them a sexist, calling them a racist, and blah blah blah? I went on to say that even if you didn't like Trump, the reality is Trump won and he's the president-elect right now. Whether you like him or not, he's gonna be your president, so you have to support him. Look, I don't even live in the United States, but if I lived there right now, I probably would have voted for Donald Trump. And I mean, that's not for this video to talk about, but that's just so that you guys have a little bit of background. And I know because I said that, I'll probably get a ton of dislikes because, like, YouTube and just the social networks right now are just a huge spot for liberals, and it is completely ruled by those people, especially all the celebrities are all liberals, which is not a bad thing. Like, everyone has their own opinions, but mine is definitely the lesser opinion on the internet. So she responds to me saying that, Luke, You are neither old enough nor female enough to know of what you speak. What? Listen, okay, I'm sorry I was born a guy, but just because I'm not a girl doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm 18, I know I'm still really young, but come on, man. Like, I'm not stupid. I'm 18. I know that it sounds weird coming from someone who's like, was literally a child 2 years ago, but still, an 18-year-old still has an opinion. An 18-year-old's opinion is valid, and the thing is, being 18, I can vote, so my opinion does matter. So her saying that I'm not old enough nor female enough to have an opinion completely blows my mind. And then, out of nowhere, she pulls the victim card saying that she's been raped. Okay, now listen, I do not, absolutely not agree with rape. Rape is awful. I don't think anyone agrees with that. I don't think anyone thinks that it's good. People saying that we live in a rape culture, you have to be brain dead to think that. We do not live in a rape culture. We do not praise people who rape other people. People who rape other people go to jail for a very long time. But the fact that she brought it in with no context whatsoever shows me that she doesn't know what she's talking about, and it shows me that the only way she's gonna win this argument is to pull the victim card, like feminists always do. She went on to say that she worked for men with half of her IQ points and how women will never get better jobs than men. Okay. So I went on and gave her a whole bunch of facts, but I don't really want to get into those because they're sort of less interesting. But I want you guys to know that everything that I said for each and every one of my arguments, I backed it up with facts. And I mean, you can get your facts from other places, but I don't get my facts from strictly conservative websites or strictly liberal websites. Like, I get my facts from where I get my facts, and I do a lot of research on it to make sure that this stuff is real. And whether you believe it or not, I backed it up with actual research. So whether you not believe it, it's up to you, but that's what I do. I told her not to forget that even though Trump doesn't really have any experience whatsoever in politics or being the president for that matter, he's an international businessman, and he has done this for a very long time, and he is very successful. Now, of course, you can argue like, oh my god, he got a small loan of $1 million. Dude, do you know that $1 million isn't even that big of a loan? It might have been from his dad, but come on, dude. If you're a businessman or an entrepreneur or someone who wants to be an entrepreneur, $1 million is not that big of a loan. And to turn that into a multi-billion-dollar business is absolutely insane. So, like, you can't even say anything about that. So I told her that. I'm like, dude, he has hella experience in international business. He has, like, so much stuff in international negotiations, and right now, with Russia, making a treaty with them, bruh, that would be so good for the United States. Like, so freaking good. But, I don't know, she didn't really want to hear any of that. So she said that he's just like a racist and that all the young people and smart people voted for Hillary, while all the older people and dumb people voted for Trump. Which, again, is not true, and she doesn't have any evidence to back that up. The thing that I find really funny is that people call Trump a racist when he won the minority votes. People call Trump a sexist when females and women all around America are voting for him. People call him a misogynist. Again, women are voting for him, men are voting for him. He doesn't care about your sex. He doesn't care about your race. He wants equality, and like, come on, you can tell by the polls, you can tell by the actual stats, he is the freaking president, dude. He won, and he won those votes too, which completely takes all of your facts that you got out of your butt and just sticks it right back in there. And like, without any lube, and it's like a mess, and there's like skin tearing, and like, yeah, I don't know why I went that far. Just don't listen to that. And then she goes on to say that even though I stated that I believe in 100% for equality in the sexes, she said that I was still a sexist. And just to clarify something, I like freaking love women, dude. I mean, women might not love me that much because like, no reason, maybe it's my face, I don't freaking know, but like, dude, I freaking love women. I believe equality in the sexes. I think everyone should be equal. That's that. One thing that I'm like really wanted to state in my things was that she's doing exactly the opposite of what she's trying to prevent. That was the police. But seriously, dude, she's doing exactly the opposite of what she's trying to stop. She is promoting sexism, she's promoting racism, she's promoting people to play the victim card and call people out on being racist and sexist and misogynist, which is not good. Something that I addressed in my Tyler Oakley video was that when you call people out for racism off stuff that's completely bullcrap and completely irrelevant, and just pulling that card, that racism card, that sexism card, that victim card out of nowhere, only promotes it, because now you're telling people to go and call other people racist if they believe in this. If you're a Trump supporter, you're a racist. If you're a Trump supporter, you're a sexist, you're a misogynist. Like, it's not true. And that's really, really a big problem in our community right now, is specifically this. And you can see it with all of these people lately, especially what happened with freaking Tyler Oakley. That's a perfect example of this. So she goes on to say that I'm talking down to women and all that, and blah blah blah, and women always get talking down to you. But then she literally starts her next sentence saying, Luke, I understand that you don't like the way I am talking down to you, and limiting the scope of conversation to one subject only. It is because you are 18 and deserve to be spoken to like an adult. And it doesn't feel good that I'm condescending, does it? See, I don't really want to be raped, but I want you to understand what it feels like to be a woman. Okay, hold up, what the frick? So, wait, if you're a woman, you're gonna get raped. So, just a quick FYI to all you females watching this video. According to freaking this chick right here, you're gonna get raped. I'm sorry, nothing we can do about it. So I responded to her and I said that all of her points are completely invalid, because she literally pulled out the victim card and then she started attacking me as a person. Like, literally she started attacking me as a person, which is, again, completely immature, and her insults felt like we were back in elementary school on a playground. It was ridiculous. And to think that this woman is, like, she's old, like she's probably like 179 times 7. Okay, she's like freaking old as hell. And to think that there are people like her and way worse than her too, it's actually really scary. Now, if you look at me right now, okay, depending on what side you're on, you might call me a sexist, you might call me a racist. I'm not, okay? I'm freaking not. You're crazy if you think that, because I know I'm not, and I think most people know that I'm not, and all of my freaking friends know that I'm not. Anyways, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here. So she ended up calling me a spoiled, pampered rich boy, which, I mean, I thought it was kind of funny, because I was spoiled, okay? Like, as a kid, my parents spoiled me. Like, they gave me so many things. They bought me an Xbox, they bought me a computer. Like, I was a extremely spoiled child, but they raised me right. They didn't raise me as a spoiled kid. They spoiled me, but they raised me well, if that makes sense. I know a lot of you guys might have been raised the same way and can relate to that. So obviously I told her, I'm like, okay, I was spoiled, but I'm not a pampered rich boy, okay? I don't just get what I want whenever I want. And for you to say that and just randomly personally attack me when I have not said one thing about you this entire time, it's crazy. I'm gonna end this off because it's getting kind of long and to the 20-minute mark again, and I don't want it to go there, but I'm gonna end this off. So I told her to give me any facts that she can find, okay? Like, I just told her, if you're gonna say stuff, back it up with your facts, okay? Because right now, all I'm seeing is bullcrap coming straight out of your mouth, and it's not doing anyone any good. So she ended up burning me a little bit more, and I would typed a lot of paragraphs. Like, I'll see if you can see this right here. Maybe. It was blurred, but you can sort of get the point. I typed big paragraphs because I backed everything up with facts. So I typed in quite a few paragraphs per response of mine because I had a lot to say to her. And her response was, Luke, like, stay in the wading pool, like, the deep end is for where all the sharks are at, blah, blah, blah. And, like, she told me to not write another 1,700 word essay because she's not my English teacher. I responded, this is my last sentence, I responded with, and stay in the wading pool? Seriously? That's the best you could come up with? Holy, her name. You have a lot more to worry about than trying to burn an 18-year-old on Facebook. I could go on for days on how awful your mindset is and just how wrong you are on so many subjects, but I was always told to respect my elders. Grandmas can't fight back. Also, don't worry, blank. That was only 360 words. I counted it because you obviously couldn't count right during the election. So she ends up responding with some links to some websites for her facts, and one of the links is BuzzFeed.com/America Hates Women. BuzzFeed.com. She linked a BuzzFeed article for a source on her facts. Oh my god, it hurts my brain on how stupid these feminists are. They go to BuzzFeed for their facts. Oh my god, dude. Holy frick. I can't do this anymore. I literally can't do this anymore. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I know I didn't really get too deep into it. I have a lot to say about feminist stuff and Black Lives Matter stuff, but like, goddamn, it's gonna take a long time for these videos for you to watch them, and I don't want them to be too long. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to titty slap that like button down below, and don't forget to leave a comment in the description box down below, and leave a description in the comment section and the like button on your thumbs up bar. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.